Hey, this is Liak Bolo with LTAPerformance, and in this video, you will discover the best tools to track your eating. It has been shown that people underestimate their eating from 20 to 50% of their actual totals, and people that are more overweight are on the higher end of it. This is so critical that you know exactly how much you're eating, or you're going to continue to gain weight and not be able to lose the weight and keep it off for good. I'm going to go into those tools that you need to start using now to get that weight off. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. So being a coach for over 8+ years, I've helped hundreds of clients, and I know the tools that have helped them most be successful. And it has really helped me as a coach to give them those tools to let them succeed. So even from our earliest days, I've used tools that are at our disposal that will help you get those calories in check. Now, you know, in order to lose that weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit, right? And if you're not getting those exact numbers correct, you're gonna be off. It's just like a budget, guys. You set a budget each and every month for you and your family. You know what you have to stick onto. You track it through different apps, right? If not, how easy is it for you to overspend that month? The same goes with your eating. This is why it's critical that you actually use tools that will help you. Guesstimating isn't the way, guys. You gotta be correct with the right estimates. Just like it's critical in other areas of life, let's put it to our health. So let's start off with number one. The best tool that you can use for tracking your eating is very simple. It's having a food diary. Now, I like to start my clients off with the food diary to get them more to be conscious with eating. Also, I love the simplicity of it where you don't have to feel like, okay, I have to get a food scale right away and get all these different measuring to track my eating. You just being more conscious of what you're putting in your body will help you be more aware of what you're actually eating. It's not always about the exact number, but it's just being more conscious because you will understand that choices matter. Because when you have to write in that food diary and keep yourself accountable, you're putting your meals, your snacks, what you're eating, drinking, and when you really hold yourself accountable that way and make sure that you're putting all that info in, you're not going to let yourself down. How much harder is it going to be to overeat when you know you have to review your week or your days of what you ate? It's very less unlikely. This will also get you more conscious to understand, like, wow, I'm actually putting this in my body. You know, I thought I wasn't eating as much. You know, I had a little bit more snacks, at night than I thought, or, in between work. You're probably not as aware because we are mindless eaters. It's so easy to be mindless when you're used to doing certain tasks. Think about when you're at work. How easy is it sometimes to, eat some snacks that you're not even conscious. You're just like, I'm a little bit hungry. You just start eating, and you're doing something else. This is very common when we're watching TV, especially. When you're watching TV, we can easily mindlessly snack. So now that you're being more conscious, you're putting in your diary, you're going to be less likely to do it. And this is going to help you become a conscious eater. People that are very successful are conscious eater. Just like I told you that the numbers of people that underestimate their eating, the healthier that someone is, has been proven that they are more accurate in their eating because they're more conscious of their eating. Their health is important, so they put it at that priority to understand what exactly they are putting in their body. The food diary can very help you, and it's simple because you can just have it on your phone and just setting, what you're eating at your different meals, your snacks, and it can help you. Also, as well, the food diary that you can do, and I do with my clients, is I tell them how do they feel at certain times that they're eating. Because we know how important emotional eating is for our overall goals. What I mean by that is if you don't understand how emotions are triggering certain food choices, then you may be losing out on understanding why you eat the way you do. Because there has to be a deeper meaning to why sometimes you crave certain foods. So even with that, within the food diary, you can start putting that too to understand how you feel emotionally is probably directing some of those eating choices. So it's great to start off with that food diary. One of the other best tools I love using with my clients is Myfitnesspal. You may have heard of this before. You may have it downloaded on your phone. You might not utilize it. But Myfitnesspal has been around for a while, and it's very useful because it's simply as having an app on our phone. Now, the great thing with Myfitnesspal, it has a huge catalog of different foods. So when you don't think, I don't know how much this actually is, and how much is of my macros, the MyFitnessPal will make this simple for you to keep track of it. I utilize this a lot with my clients because I can set their goal and keep them to it. That's the great thing about it. When you set a goal and you can track where you're at. When you keep looking at that over time, you just see where you're at and you actually hold yourself accountable and you do it, you're going to be more likely to be successful by doing that. Keeping track of things are important. Numbers matter, especially when it comes to that calorie deficit. So MyFitnessPal makes it very simple to put that within your goal. Also, it will tell you how many calories that you need to be eating if you expect to lose a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time. So this can help you as far as staying on track to your goals by having that available. Now, one thing to be cautious on the MyFitnessPal is make sure you're not accounting for exercise. Now, it has been proven over time that we overestimate how many calories we're burning with exercise, and MyFitnessPal can contribute to that as well. So make sure you're not keeping track of the exercise so you think you can eat more calories, because it's not going to help you in that category. So with MyFitnessPal, it'll help you set your goal, keep you on track so you can hit your weight loss goal in a certain amount of time. And as well as the food diary, it just makes you more conscious. Now, you do have to understand how to measure foods. This is why a food scale is going to be very useful, so you can get the direct numbers when you're actually putting it into there, because you do have to put the numbers as far as what you ate and know how many ounces and all these different things, right? So that you're actually accurate with it. So you will have to use some of those tools. It may seem tedious at first, but it really isn't once you get used to doing it and you understand how it is. Like I said, no different than keeping track of your budget. That's going to help you stay on track with that. So MyFitnessPal has helped many of my clients lose the weight and understand exactly their eating choices. So start using MyFitnessPal. It's a great app, and it will really help you understand how much you're actually eating. And lastly, one of the best tools I love for you is Eat This Much. Now, Eat This Much, similar to MyFitnessPal, it is an app, but the difference of this app, it is a little bit more intensive as far as helping you get more accurate other things. So think about it. You may struggle understanding what meals you should be eating, how to stay on time, time with it as far as your tracking and at what time you should eat this, and understand like how many meals I should eat or what's my preference of eating. I want to make sure I'm eating the way I like. Eat This Much makes it easy for you because it actually will create the meal plan for you. It will tell you based off your preferences, based off how much weight you want to lose, how many calories you need to stay in. It will create a meal plan for you. Now, I know for a lot of us, we are looking for that meal plan because, we want to understand what meals I'm eating at different times, how many meals I'm eating a day, what I'm eating throughout the week. And Eat This Much will allow you to do this. It will keep track of those things, and it will give you your preferences based off of what you want. Now, Eat This Much will help you really get their understanding of what you need to put in your body. I love that for someone that wants to have a little bit more control as far as to understand that, hey, I need to control, what I'm putting in my body a little bit more, because sometimes when I get more choices and I have to choose everything throughout the day, I might not always make the best choice. If this is you, then Eat This Much really well, because it will help you stick to the plan, but give you everything laid out. So all you have to do is just basically plug and play as far as with your meals and actually, keeping track of those things. Now, like I said, this is a great app. If you're looking for that meal plan, you want some more preferences. And, some of these times you Google search meal plans online and they're very basic and don't offer much to your taste buds, right? Very bland. But Eat This Much gives you more of those options, more of the flexibility to make sure that you're eating for your preferences and that you're understanding that you like variety of taste as well. And the good thing about Eat This Much is if you are already trying to follow one of these popular diets, Eat This Much has those different plans for you with that. If that is what you prefer, you can definitely follow that through Eat This Much. Like I said, it helps you with having a little bit more options to understand what you need to do, and it can really get you under control by giving you that set meal plan. So let's recap. Number one, food diary. Like I said, very simple, but it delivers results because you're going to start becoming a mindful eater, understanding how emotions work, understanding what you're actually putting in your body. And by doing this, it's very simple, doesn't take too much effort on that part. All you're doing is just simply writing what you're putting in your body, and it can help you within your goals. Secondly, Myfitnesspal. Now, like I said, Myfitnesspal is the ultimate calorie counter app that has been established for a while, has a long catalog of different foods that you may eat. It will help you set your nutritional goal. That's going to help you be able to lose the weight. And even the great thing about it is once you even hit your weight loss goal, you can adjust it to be able to keep the weight off and keep you in shape. It's a great option for counting those calories for you to make sure you're successful in your goal. Lastly, Eat This Much. Now, Eat This Much is a little bit added than the Myfitnesspal as far as getting you the meal plan. Now, with having these different meal plans, you can put it to your different tastes. It will factor in your goal of how much weight you want to lose, and it will simply give you this to keep track on the app that makes it very convenient for you. And the great thing with this as well, just like the Myfitnesspal, you can make adjustments to it as you go, which we understand in life, things change. We may have different preferences at different times, so we understand that. So let's start utilizing some of these tools to not only help us lose the weight, but keep it off for good. So I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you got out of this video. Are you using any of these different apps, and what are some of your experience with keeping track of this stuff? And be sure to like and subscribe and watch the next video.